To build a great sentence so that the reader can visualise those ideas that you're putting in writing, okay? So let's have a look at our success criteria. So what does a really good sentence need to have? What are some of the things really good sentences need to have?
Full stops.
Full stops, they do. What else? It's up with the capital letter. We've got to make sure there's capital letters, yeah. So they're all the basic things. But all good sentences have to have a noun, don't they? Do we know what a noun is?
Yes.
What's a noun?
A doing word.
Well, that would be a verb. Remember, a noun is a thing, isn't it? A noun's a thing. So each sentence has to have something in it, and it also has to be doing something, doesn't it? And that's our verb. So we're going to make sure that we've got a noun and a verb in our sentence. I found a really good sentence out of a really good book. Can you guess what good book I got that sentence out of?
James.
Yeah, James and the Giant Peach. So here's our sentence. Slowly, insidiously, almost gently, the great peach started to lean forward and roll. Which word in this sentence do you think is our noun?
The peach.
The peach, it is. That's our noun. I'm going to put a little squiggly line under there. So there's our noun. We've got a noun in our sentence. It's all about the peach. What did the peach do? So we want to look for some verbs now.
The peach started to lean forward and roll.
So there's a whole lot of words together there that tell us what the peach is doing. So I'm going to underline our verb. Well, it's actually our verb group. It's a group of words in red. There's our verbs. Well, now that looking at our success criteria, we've recognised our nouns and we've recognised our verbs. There it is there, Nate. What about our adjectives? What do they do?
They...
Tell us something about our peach?
Yes.
So they're going to describe our nouns, aren't they? What's the word in this sentence that's telling us more about our peach, that's describing our peach?
Great.
It is. There it is there. Our great peach. So there we go. Have a look at our success criteria. Recognised our adjectives. There it is there. Good job. All right, our next thing we want to do is we want to recognise our adverbs. And our adverbs tell us more about what the peach did. What do you think the words in this sentence tell us more about how the peach started to lean forward and roll?
I think it's slowly, insidiously,
almost gently. Wow, excellent job. Fantastic. Isn't it funny that a lot of our adverbs have ly on them? Now that we've seen a fantastic sentence and we've been able to find all the nouns and the verbs and the adjectives and the adverbs, we're going to build our own sentence. Some nouns. Do you think they're nouns?
Yeah.
How do we know they're nouns?
Because that's the thing we're describing.
Yeah, they're the things, aren't they? What noun do you think you guys might like to use?
I'm going to use koala.
You're going to use koala?
I'm going to do mermaid.
Mermaid.
Yeah.
Now remember, in every sentence we've got a noun and it has to do something, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so what sort of words do I need to find? Verbs?
Verbs.
They're the ones. Oh, I've got some verbs. Screamed. That poor mermaid.
I want to do mermaid screamed. I'll do sneezed.
Sneezed. Oh, I hope he's got a tissue. Okay, I'll put our verbs over there. So we've got a pretty boring sentence now, haven't we? We need to add a couple of little words. The koala sneezed?
No.
Yeah, it's a bit boring. What have we got over here?
Mermaid screamed.
The mermaid screamed. Okay, let's help our nouns out. What sort of word do we need to tell us more about our noun?
Adjectives.
An adjective it is. Well, I happen to have some great adjectives here. Want to read them for me?
Scare round, happy, blue, sweet, brown, loud.
Ooh. Nate, what one are you going to use?
Round.
Round. There it is. round. Where do you think it's going to go in your sentence? Okay.
Maybe I would like to use the crazy.
Crazy. Where do you think it's going to go in your sentence? Where shall we put it? Excellent. You know what we might start to do? We might stack them a little bit like this. We know sentences go the other way, but I think it's going to be more fun that way. All right, so we've got our round koala sneezed. I wonder how they sneezed. Crazy mermaid screamed. I wonder how they screamed. Do you think we could choose some words that tell us more about the doing word, the verb? All right, what are they called?
Adverbs.
Adverbs they are, and I just happen to have some. What do you think it says?
Slowly, lazy, loudly.
What's the last one? Loudly. Well, what words do you think you might like to use?
Crazy mermaid screamed. Happily.
Happily, have we got? Oh, there it is. Where do you think you could put that in your sentence? Where does it belong?
I think I'll use it loudly.
Loudly. Okay. Where do you think in your sentence you could put that? Where does it belong?
I think mine could go here.
Do you also think it could make sense? Let's read this one first. The
round koala sneezed loudly.
Or do you think it still makes sense if we do this?
The round koala loudly sneezed. That makes sense.
It still works, doesn't it?
The
But
crazy mermaid happily screamed.
what if I mix these ones up? Does it make sense if I do this?
No. Koala round loudly sneezed.
No, that doesn't make sense at all. Let's put it back. All right. Where's your adverb going to go?
I should put it here.
Okay.
So,
Let's read your sentence.
the crazy mermaid happily screamed.
Excellent job. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to write our sentence in our book. So you're going to write it over here and you're going to write it over there. And remember, check our success criteria. Now, Marley's put a full stop on the end of hers. Nate's going to put a full stop. Do you think we could add something more to our sentence to make it even better?
Yeah.
What do you think we could add to make it even better? Where do you think these things happened?
We could maybe around the forest.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
And
the
in
round
the sea?
koala loudly sneezed
In the forest.
in the forest.
And
The crazy mermaid happily screamed.
in the ocean. In the ocean.
Okay, let's add that. Cross your full stop out. Now you've added another noun. Do you think we could add another adjective for those nouns?
Yeah.
The round koala loudly sneezed in the...
Bush.
What sort of bush? In the...
Crazy mermaid happily screamed in the
We need an adjective.
big.
In the big bush or, let's see,
Maybe giant.
giant. What about enormous?
Enormous. I'll go giant.
What are you going to write?
I think I'm going to write.
How do you want your reader to think about the ocean? Because remember, our learning intention is for the reader to visualise your ideas.
Giant.
How do you think the ocean's going to look? What do you want your reader to think about the ocean?
Very blue.
So, the crazy mermaid happily screamed in the...
Blue ocean.
Okay. Excellent job. I'm going to put these over there for a moment because we've got them written down now. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go back to our success criteria. Let's have a look. Have you got capital letters at the beginning of your sentence?
Yes.
Good. Well, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to highlight just the beginning there, and then there's your capital letter.
That didn't look so good.
Oh, that's right. Excellent. Have you got full stops or exclamation marks or question marks at the end of your sentence?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, show me. Where's the evidence? Before, recognise our nouns. Put a little line underneath your noun.
Loud. Round.
Well, that's telling us more about our noun. Remember, our
Loudly.
nouns are
Wildly.
Well, that's telling us more about our
I
sneezed.
The mermaid. Koala.
Koala. You've got it, Marley. Well then, if you've got your noun, where's your verbs?
The verbs.
What does it do? Remember, the verbs are the doing. What's the noun doing? What's your koala doing?
Sneezing.
Yeah.
Screaming.
Yeah. Alrighty. The next one says, recognise an adjective and use a variety of adjectives to describe your nouns. Well, we've used 2 adjectives. What are your adjectives? Remember, they describe your nouns.
It's the happy.
Well, that's more describing what they did. Remember, where's your noun? Find your noun.
The
Mermaid's your noun. What tells you more about your koala and your mermaid? Describing them.
Round and wildly.
Round. And Marley's got crazy.
Crazy.
Okay, we've got recognise our adverb. So the adverb tells us more about the verb. Where's your verb? Nate?
Here.
There's your verb. What tells you more about how it sneezed and how it was screaming? Good.
Wildly.
Excellent. Do you have other adjectives in there as well? I'm going to go back to adjectives. Where's your other adjective?
Here.
Excellent. Underline it.